I went to formal art school training when I was 8 years old, and all the kids were in the park in the Bronx playing baseball. And they went, look at him. He's a sissy. He's going to art school. I had to fight that because I had such a passion every Saturday to go to the Pell School of Art in the old Ansonia Hotel. And I painted. I actually have one of my original paintings hanging in my place here, which always is over my computer, which reminds me that the passion of art and the passion to create. And I went to the High School of Music and Art, as you know, and so I had to create a portfolio to get in there. So I went to the art school for like 7 years until I graduated with a beautiful portfolio that they let me into music and art with. And from there, I went to these School of Visual Arts, and I taught when I got out, I taught alternative processes in photography with 3M color key and blueprinting and all different kinds of techniques that were different than just plain old photography. We had a teacher who I was not in the computer department. I started off in painting and then realized that I should go into graphics, and that was the area. And I had a teacher in photography that was not part of the photo department because I saw it more of a graphically oriented tool. And then I left for 6 months because my girlfriend went to the University of Buffalo, and I wanted to follow her because I didn't want her to fall in love with a football player and forget about me. It was very possible. And so I ran up there and I got into, as I said, Buff State. And I was sitting in the back of a classroom watching a Charlie Chaplin movie, Modern Times. And I try to take a still image of something that was moving, and the guy taps me on the shoulder. He goes, well, we have a funky place here that can do a lot of that stuff. I said, I don't even know what I'm doing, but he invited me. And that's where I saw the potentials of electronics being an aesthetic. I guess that's really the culmination answer for you is that I am not a technical person, and I had to fight like hell to try to learn how to use these tools. It's like sitting down at the piano, it's like I don't know how to play, but I finessed the technology enough to be able to make it work so I could do stuff. And one of my favorites, 2018, it's already like late in the chain, but like my cover of Boca magazine, I just love this picture. And of course, there's a collector that owns it, but it was really quite a feat to be able to make things that were commercially viable and get on with your career. Like, telling you that I was the official artist of the 57th annual Grammy Awards, wrapping the Grammy statue, that if you went to LA, you could see my statue on the third floor of the Grammy Museum, and it's in its pristine condition 8 years later after I made it. It's just a marvel. And those are the kinds of things that, over time, over a lifetime, you do things, you get things done, you make things happen. People are, listen, let's face it, that, the idea is that if you have a product and you believe in it, money is energy backed by confidence. So people will give you money if they have confidence in you and you in what you do.